Hello, America. This is Call of Duty Goddess. Today is February 5th, 2016. I saw this article from Freedom Outpost. Oregon State Sheriff's Association sides with feds against American citizens in Oregon over unconstitutional land grab. Wow. Here's a press release from the Oregon State Sheriff's Association, the OSSA. Sheriffs in all 36 Oregon counties have taken an oath to support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of Oregon, and the laws thereof. Our oath is to pledge to you to be conservators of the peace of our citizens while being respectful of the rights afforded to all of us under the Constitution. And they go on to state,
what a great state and nation we live in that allows everyone to express their opinion, hold a sign and protest, lobby for exchange, and live free without fear of retaliation from the government. Bullshit.
baloney. That's like singing Kumbaya, my lord. I mean, are you serious? I can't believe they just said that. With Pete Santilli sitting in jail. He didn't take over that refuge, and neither did the other ones. And furthermore, that's not federal land. It's Bureau of Land Management. They manage. They don't own. Bureau of Land Management. Anyway, our founding fathers created a system of government consisting of 3 branches, legislative, judicial, and executive. They go on to state a bunch of bull hockey and blah, 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 blah. We are a nation of laws, and the executive branch cannot override laws passed. Blah, blah, bullcrap. Recently, here we go. Here's where you get the just out and out lies. Recently, men and women have broken the law and encouraged others to take up arms against our local and federal governments. I guess that's why Pete is in jail. I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to read the Declaration of Independence just a little bit. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience has shewn that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are insufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government, and to provide new guards for their future security. Such has been the patient suffrage of these colonies, and such is now necessary when constrains them to alter their former systems of government. The history of the present King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct objective establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. To provide this, let facts be submitted to a candid world. I mean, seriously, come on. Now, the other day, I called this, I even called this Constitutional Sheriff's organization, okay? And they did a statement here. I mean, on January 17th, from the Constitution of the Sheriffs, in a forcible rebuke of federal criminal activity against the Hammond family of Burns, Oregon, Sheriff David Clark, in a podcast a week ago, talked about civil disobedience. I listened to the podcast. Of course, there was tons of commercials because it was on Glenn Beck, and you know how greedy they can get. But I mean, here we go. Here was this article from January 17th. They released this, right? And what is this? February 5th. And what is it? It's crickets. Why have they not put out a statement? They haven't given anything on this. I mean, I don't get it. Anyway, what's going on here? So I even called and left a message. Of course, I had to go to the contact, right? And of course, you can book Richard Mack for speaking engagements. Yeah, as long as you pay. I'm sure you have to pay, and of course you can shop here too. So where are you, the constitutional sheriffs? Where are you? Are you anywhere to be found? Still crickets. Anyway, I'll leave the link for this below. This Oregon State Sheriff's Association sides with feds. It's outrageous. It really is. And it's like, you know, this isn't right. This isn't good. Anyway, this Call of Duty Goddess signing off, and as always, I've got your 6.